Revealed, the richest football players of all time. The richest footballer alive isn't Messi. It isn't Ronaldo. It's someone you've probably never heard of, worth more than both legends combined, times 12. Today, you'll see the 10 richest football players who transformed athletic talent into mind-blowing wealth empires. 10. Thierry Henry. Starting at number 10 is Thierry Henry with a net worth of $130 million. The Arsenal legend didn't just terrorize defenses at Highbury, he built a media empire that's still generating massive dividends today. His Sky Sports punditry contract alone pulls in $8 million annually. But here's where it gets absolutely fascinating. Henry owns multiple premium properties across London, including a jaw-dropping $15 million Hampstead mansion complete with its own private cinema and wine cellar stocked with vintage bottles worth more than most people's entire car collections. But it's his strategic investment portfolio that reveals true financial genius. Arsenal shares that appreciate with every trophy, tech startup investments that most footballers wouldn't even understand, and a curious fascination with Formula One ventures that's paying off big time. 9. Wayne Rooney. At number 9, Wayne Rooney sits comfortably with $170 million. Manchester United's all-time record scorer transformed into a financial scoring machine that operates on an entirely different level. The man who once struggled with gambling issues created a betting app empire. And yes, the irony absolutely isn't lost on anyone. Rooney's property game is absolutely ruthless. He owns a spectacular $20 million Cheshire mansion complete with full-size football pitch, underground infinity pool, and wait for it, his own private hair transplant clinic. Because apparently, even hair loss can be monetized when you're Wayne Rooney and understand market opportunities that others miss completely. His Derby County ownership stint might have ended in relegation heartbreak, but it taught him the business side of football that most players never even glimpse. 8. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. At number 8, Zlatan Ibrahimovic commands respect with his $190 million fortune. The man, the myth, the absolute marketing phenomenon, Zlatan scored brand partnerships that completely redefined what athlete marketing could achieve. His AC Milan contract included standard performance bonuses, but here's what makes him a financial genius. He negotiated image rights separately, creating multiple income streams from a single club deal that most players never even think about. His Swedish property empire spans Stockholm's most exclusive districts like a luxury chess game. The absolute crown jewel is the breathtaking $30 million penthouse overlooking Stockholm Harbor, complete with private helicopter pad, because apparently driving through traffic is beneath someone of Zlatan's caliber. His A to Z clothing line generates a steady $15 million annually, proving that supreme confidence sells better than any advertising agency campaign ever could. 7. Karim Benzema. At number 7, Karim Benzema has accumulated an impressive $250 million net worth. Real Madrid's Ballon d'Or winner discovered something most footballers completely miss. Middle Eastern markets operate on entirely different financial principles. Benzema's blockbuster Al Ittihad move wasn't just about chasing Saudi money, it was about positioning himself strategically in football's emerging financial frontier where traditional rules don't apply. His Madrid years were financially strategic masterpieces that most fans never noticed. While teammates focused solely on European glory and trophy collections, Benzema was quietly building relationships with luxury brands and high-end markets. His personal watch collection alone is valued at $8 million. But he's not just collecting expensive timepieces. He's investing in assets that appreciate faster than most people's annual salaries. The Lyon native owns multiple stunning French chateaux that look like movie sets, but his smartest purchase reveals true business intelligence. A productive vineyard in Burgundy that produces exclusive wines sold only to Michelin-starred restaurants. 6. Kylian Mbappe. At number 6, Kylian Mbappe has already mastered financial leverage at just 25 years old with his staggering $300 million net worth. At an age when most footballers are still figuring out basic investments, Mbappe has already cracked the code that took financial legends decades to understand: pure leverage mastery. Apart from his huge salary, his PSG contract included image rights, complex bonus structures, and equity stakes that transformed him from player into walking corporation. Every goal wasn't just worth 3 points. It was worth millions in performance bonuses that compound his wealth exponentially. His real estate portfolio reads like a luxury travel magazine that most people only dream about. Stunning Paris penthouses overlooking the Seine, glamorous Monaco apartments where F1 drivers vacation, and a mysterious Dubai property that nobody talks about publicly, but everyone in elite circles speculates about privately. The kid who grew up in Bondy now controls assets across 3 continents before he's even reached his peak playing years. But Mbappe's absolute genius move that reveals long-term thinking is actually his youth foundation doubles as an elite talent scouting network. While publicly helping underprivileged kids achieve their football dreams, he's simultaneously identifying future superstars and building relationships that could generate massive returns for decades. 5. Neymar Jr. At number 5, Neymar Jr. has turned controversy into cold hard cash, amassing $350 million through pure marketing genius. The Brazilian magician discovered something that most athletes never realize: drama and controversy, when managed correctly, generate more revenue than perfect behavior ever could. His record-breaking PSG transfer didn't just break football records, it broke every assumption about player marketing value. But his real breakthrough was understanding that modern fans don't want distant heroes. They want authentic personalities they can connect with emotionally. Every transfer saga, every injury comeback, every social media post is carefully orchestrated content marketing that generates millions in engagement revenue. His Sao Paulo mansion is a sophisticated production studio designed for content creation. Neymar shoots training videos, hosts exclusive events, and manages his entire brand empire from a complex worth $15 million. The indoor football pitch? That's where he films training content that generates millions in social media revenue through brand partnerships and sponsored content deals. His investment in CSGO esports team Furia was initially dismissed as expensive gaming hobby by traditional sports media. 3 years later, that team's valuation has tripled, proving Neymar understood digital entertainment trends that traditional investors completely missed. 4. David Beckham. At number 4, David Beckham has revolutionized athlete branding with his incredible $450 million empire. This man didn't simply retire from football, he evolved into a cultural phenomenon that continues generating wealth years after his final free kick. His Inter Miami ownership stake alone represents $150 million in value, but that's merely the foundation of an empire that spans continents and industries. What makes Beckham's approach absolutely brilliant is that he understood that modern athletes aren't just players. They're lifestyle brands that can influence everything from fashion to family entertainment. His property empire tells the story of strategic global positioning. English Cotswold countryside estates where royalty vacations, Miami penthouses overlooking Biscayne Bay where entertainment moguls host exclusive parties, and London townhouses in neighborhoods that appreciate faster than his legendary free kick compilations go viral on social media. But Beckham's absolute masterpiece that separates him from every other retired athlete is his endorsement deals continue paying him $40 million annually years after hanging up his boots. The Victoria connection creates multiplicative wealth that most people can't even comprehend. Their combined brand power generated fashion empires, fragrance lines that dominate global markets, and media content that generates passive income while they sleep. 3. Lionel Messi. At number 3, Lionel Messi has built an extraordinary $600 million fortune that proves pure talent, when strategically managed, creates generational wealth. The GOAT of football transformed into the GOAT of athletic earnings through contract and negotiations that should be taught in business schools worldwide. His final Barcelona contract included loyalty bonuses, performance clauses, and merchandising percentages that generated wealth streams independent of his playing salary. His Miami move completely revolutionized MLS economics and athlete compensation structures. MLS ownership stakes, groundbreaking Apple TV revenue sharing agreements, and Adidas equity deals created income streams that will outlast any playing career and continue generating wealth for his grandchildren. His global real estate portfolio reads like an international luxury travel itinerary. Barcelona penthouses overlooking the Mediterranean where European elite gather. Miami beachfront properties in neighborhoods where tech billionaires invest. Argentina estates that serve as family legacy compounds. And a mysterious Ibiza compound where Europe's wealthiest families vacation on his hospitality. 2. Cristiano Ronaldo. At number 2, Cristiano Ronaldo stands as football's first billionaire with a mind-blowing fortune that officially crossed the 10-figure threshold at $1.45 billion. Ronaldo didn't just break goal records across multiple leagues and countries. He systematically broke every assumption about what professional athletes could achieve financially. His Saudi Arabia contract isn't merely about football performance, it's about nation building and cultural transformation. Beyond his astronomical $200 million annual salary, he's strategically positioned as tourism ambassador, sports development consultant, and cultural bridge between East and West. Ronaldo transformed himself from elite player into geopolitical asset that entire nations compete to acquire. The CR7 brand operates as an independent business empire that generates over $50 million annually across hotels, fitness centers, and fragrance lines that dominate global markets. His social media presence commands more attention than most television networks. Over 600 million followers across platforms makes him more valuable than traditional entertainment companies. But here's Ronaldo's ultimate wealth strategy that separates him from every competitor. His Pestana CR7 hotel chain transforms his personal brand into a hospitality empire that operates across continents. Fans don't just watch Ronaldo play football, they sleep in his hotels, work out in his branded gyms, wear his fragrances, and consume his lifestyle products. That's total lifestyle monetization that generates revenue streams independent of any athletic performance. His property portfolio spans from Lisbon penthouses to Turin mansions to Manchester estates, but it's his business acumen that creates generational wealth. Ronaldo understood something crucial. Athletic careers end, but smart brands work forever. 1. Faik Bolkaya. At number 1, prepare to have your mind completely blown. Faik Bolkaya sits atop football's wealth pyramid with an absolutely staggering $20 billion net worth that makes every other fortune on this list look like pocket change. At 27, this guy is a direct nephew to the Sultan of Brunei, making him heir to oil wealth that transforms football from profession into an expensive hobby. His inheritance from Brunei's royal family creates a fortune so vast that his football salary, whether at Leicester City Reserves, Chelsea youth teams, or currently in Thailand, represents less than 0.001% of his total wealth. Bolkaya's lifestyle operates on dimensions that most people literally cannot comprehend. Private jets transport him between training sessions like most people take taxis. His yachts are larger than football stadiums where his teammates train. His real estate portfolios span continents and include properties worth more than entire MLS franchises. Interestingly, Bolkaya strategically uses football as diplomatic soft power for Brunei's international relations. His playing career opens doors for his country's foreign policy objectives that oil money alone cannot access. Football becomes foreign policy, athletic talent becomes geopolitical strategy, and wealth becomes international influence. Bolkaya recently returned to professional football after nearly a year recovering from a devastating leg injury. Now, before anyone starts feeling too sorry for Ronaldo being only second place, let's be real here. Cristiano earned every single dollar through pure sweat, determination, and an absolutely insane work ethic that borders on superhuman. Bolkaya just happened to be born with the ultimate cheat code activated. So if you're feeling inspired, follow the Ronaldo path. If you're feeling lucky, well, maybe check your family tree for any missing royal connections. But seriously, which footballer's wealth strategy impressed you the most? Are you Team Ronaldo's total brand domination, Team Messi's contract genius, or were you shocked by Bolkaya's royal inheritance? Drop your thoughts below and tell me which player's business moves you'd copy. And if you want to see more of the world's richest icons and luxury stories, subscribe right now, because this is where the legends live forever.